Hey, forget everything you thought about pterodactyls.
Forget everything you thought about pterodactyls.
But these flying reptiles dominate popular imagination. But popular culture often misrepresents the pterodactyl. We will explore the three biggest myths surrounding them. Myth number one: pterodactyls were dinosaurs. This is fundamentally incorrect according to science. Dinosaurs belong to the clade Dinosaurian. Pterosaurs evolved separately, much earlier in time. Their anatomy reflects this divergence entirely. And they were masters of the Mesozoic skies, not land reptiles. Now that we understand X, let's explore Y. Myth 2 concerns their fuzzy exterior. Many assume pterodactyls were covered in reptilian scales. But the reality is much warmer and fuzzier than that. These pycnofibers insulated their bodies effectively, making them warm-blooded, like birds, not cold-blooded reptiles. But this insulation was vital for active flight dynamics. It proves they occupied an ecological niche parallel to birds. And the fur coating is a critical piece of the puzzle. A clear split from the purely reptilian image. And now that we understand X, let's explore Y. Myth 3 challenges how these giants actually achieved flight. Older theories suggested flapping flight like modern birds. But their wing structure demands a different approach. Pterosaurs likely used a powered launch, then soared. They needed strong legs to push off the ground forces. Their flight was more akin to a controlled hang glide. The membrane attached from ankle to shoulder, not just arms. But they exploited thermal currents to stay aloft for hours. A mastery of the air dictated their survival. But the sheer size of some pterosaurs adds to the wonder. Let's revisit the initial confusion between these flyers. The dinosaurian hips differ vastly from pterosaurian structures. The fossil record now overwhelmingly supports this insulating coat. And this thermal regulation was essential for their survival. A diversity within pterosaurs was astounding in scale. But they adapted to nearly every available aerial niche. Specialized jaws and crests guided their specific behaviors. understanding powered launch changes how we view their activity. And they were not just lone predators, they congregated. Social structures likely existed, though evidence is sparse. The fossil record continues to reveal these hidden truths. We are moving beyond simple childhood depictions of them. Their mastery of high altitude remains unparalleled. The membrane acted as a sophisticated lifting surface. The crests might have aided stability or social signaling. But every aspect of the pterodactyl was built for aerial efficiency. But their evolutionary journey diverged from terrestrial reptiles early on. But even hatchlings likely needed insulation immediately. Growth meant rapid development of these massive wings. The skies were vast, demanding peak physical performance. Their feet were adapted for perching, not walking long distances. Diet varied, but the structures reveal specific adaptations. Pterosaurs existed for over 160 million years. They were a completely separate lineage of flying vertebrates. The fuzziness was not just fluff, it was vital insulation. Remember the unique, powerful launch from the ground. Scientific consensus constantly refines our view of these creatures. They were not dinosaurs, they were pterosaurs, kings of air. But understanding these three facts truly elevates our knowledge.